Go. Press. Go live. Check my phone. Um, a goodie. So yes, there's ads on the channel. They help. So yes, good. So, can mute that. Not disturb. Hold on. I'm live. But it can wait. Yeah. I know I shared this. Let me share it again. Okay, we shared it there. How about that? How does that look? Oh, come on. Okay, it's sharing. Okay, people are ready, I think. There has to be like an easier way of doing this. You have the two monitors. It should be able to just thing in a nice, simple way, no? All right. So November is like, I don't know, 2 days away. It's 30th, 31, and then November. So let's get into the budget. What did I spend in October? How would I pop out chat? Is that helpful? Maybe? Okay, chat is open. It's live stream business. Do we want this corner or that corner? Okay. All right, so November. October, right. October, I spent $3,308. But I still have not gone grocery shopping. So the grocery category in my budget will probably add on $90. I hate inflation. I feel the inflation when I'm out grocery shopping. I don't buy a lot of items for grocery. I buy the same items every week. And sometimes my regular items are a little bit more money for the week. And I'm a little bit disappointed because my meal plan is the exact same meals every week because living with MS, sometimes it's very difficult to do the meal prepping and the cooking and the hot kitchen. And I can only do so much cooking with the heat on from the stove. Not even the oven. The oven's a different thing. The oven, I can put something in the oven, not be in the room with the oven, set the timer, and then go check on the oven. While the stove, you have to be there watching it. And sometimes my legs hurt, my hands hurt, my back hurts just to cook. Me, like if I cook a meal, it's like for like 4 to 6 people, 'cause there's leftovers. And sometimes it's just super hard. So yeah, in the budget, I'll do groceries probably tomorrow. Probably stretch it out to the first. So if I don't do grocery shopping for the month of October, my grocery budget was really? I spent $156.63 on groceries. No way. Hold on. Did we really? Yeah, we did. Okay, sure. Sure. And I ordered pizza. Really? I did pizza one time. I did groceries two times. Wow. What did I do last month? September. Oh, that. I don't know what happened over there. September groceries. We did $313.25, but we did 235, 34.26 in takeout in September. We did more in September than we did in October. Okay, that makes sense. So, because September I was in college. Can't see chat. September I was in college. So that makes sense because I was out more doing the college thing. I was on campus one day a week. I spent more money because of campus life and college life. So that's okay. So now that makes sense. So I'm out. I withdrew from my program for college, but I will go back next fall or the winter semester next year. Not 2023, but 2024 winter and 2023 fall. It's the whole thing because of I really don't want to get student loans because I'm hearing student loans and ODSP is a lot of havoc, and I don't need that stress and drama. ODSP is already enough drama and stress on me. I don't need any more. So the plan is to use my credit card and savings for college and then reduce my courses. That as well. So I'm changing my major from accounting to finance. And then from finance to a financial coach or an accredited financial counselor I'm looking at that I can still continue working from home and then manage my disability. So college now is changed where my disability has to be a priority, like managing my disability. And I'm still webcamming. I still work as a webcam model. The responsibilities of me working as a webcam model are still there. I'm still doing that because even in the month of October, my income, I got some income from my webcam modeling income, and I'm really happy that the payment method that I have for the webcam sites I work actually deposits the money in my bank account. So I'm spending less fees, less financial service fees, less banking fees, getting my money into my bank account. I'm super happy about that. So that's been happening. So for the actual income that came in for October, and I usually don't really, I usually jump over this section, but we're not going to do it this month. So this month, I transferred my emergency fund to my registered disability savings plan. And the reason I did that was to make sure that I can stay on track maxing out my registered disability savings plan because the government of Canada said, if I contribute $4,800 into the registered disability savings plan, they will match me $10,500. I know it's like a 200% match or almost 210% match just by doing that. And then my mother, oh my Lord, she gave me the advice to deposit less. No, the whole point of the disability savings plan, that is my retirement. That is how I reach financial independence. That is how I make sure when I'm over the age 65 and ODSP kicks me off, because they will, that I have The registered disability savings plan, that money I can live off of when I'm 65. That. So we're doing all of the things to make sure that I get the full benefit of the registered disability savings plan. And that's what we're doing. So my ODSP came in, um, and then I need water. Hold on. Okay, I think we're talking. Good. Stream health, suggested audio. It always does that, but I can hear me. It's fine. And there's a delay. Okay, I think we're talking. I heard something. Good. Stream health. Okay, good. All right. So the audio's okay. Um, right. So the disability savings plan. During the pandemic, I applied for the disability tax credit. My doctor filled out all the forms. We sent them to the Canada Revenue Agency. They did the review. They said I'm approved. They gave me the approval date for 2008 to 2025. And I've been depositing my money into the account, and they've been depositing their money into the account. And that's one of the ways that I'm reaching my financial independence number. Then there's my tax-free savings account, my registered retirement account. I'm working self-employed. I'm in college. What else is there? Paying off debt. I'm doing all of the things that you're supposed to be doing as a working age person with a disability in Canada. All of the things. Like I'm doing all of the right things. So, back to my budget for October. So, October, money that came in. Gifts came in. What else came in October? Hold on. Still October? So gifts. So people bought my spreadsheet. So a copy of my spreadsheet is available on my Ko-Fi store. Ko-Fi / Mini C. Riley. You can get a copy of it. I'm going to add 2 more. So you have 3 different options of the budget I use to pay off $8,000 in debt, track my net worth, reach financial independence. That's what I'm doing. If you feel like you need my spreadsheet to reach financial independence, you can get it. So, right. So part of October, the my spreadsheet, my budget spreadsheet sold 2 times. I'm very happy about that. Thank you for doing that. It supports the channel. It gives me a boost of like this is working. People are listening. Yay. And then, oh, we got a lot of tax credit money. Oh, because it's October. Okay. So then the government's the 315. So I got tax credits. So when you file your tax return in Canada, you may qualify for tax benefits, tax credits, and tax benefits if you're eligible. I did. They came in, and for the month of October, I got in tax credits $587.03. Well needed because majority of that went into depositing into my registered disability savings plan or groceries. I'm pretty sure. I work off a balanced budget or a zero-based budget. So all of my household income that comes in, it just goes to the categories it needs to go to. It goes to savings, housing, debt repayment, my life category, my transportation, and how that looked into the spreadsheet is 51% went to savings. So savings is also investing. Little under 1%. Where is it? Yeah, a little under 1% went to transportation. 17% went to rounded. Oh, okay. So there's this the pie chart. Oh, okay. The pie chart is exact numbers, while the my chart is a rounded up number. As it's saying that about 6% went to debt repayment for the month of October. 65% of my income went to saving and investing. 1% went to transportation. 17% went on my lifestyle category, and 12% went to housing. Wow, sure. I mean, like, the pie chart on my budget is new. This is where we're going to upload this version of the budget in my Ko-Fi store. I'll be doing that soon. And then there's another version to add where it's just simple. You just add in your income and expenses and make a balanced budget. So that October was only super stressful when my ODSP changed my caseworker. I don't know who my caseworker is. And then they sent me a letter that my file is on hold. And then I had to call them. I called them, when did I call them? Last week, Monday? Yeah, I called them last week, Monday, to find out if my file is on hold. They said it's not on hold, but the problem with ODSP is they prepay my hydro bill and my rent. So I need to follow up with my landlord if they got my rent from ODSP, because ODSP sends it to the head office and then head office says I paid my rent. The whole point of being eligible for ODSP. And then it's my job to make sure my rent is still paid on time, even if ODSP makes a mistake. And pretty much that's it. So like that. So now, because I did the executive decision of moving my emergency fund to my registered disability savings plan, I have to rebuild my emergency fund. So if you're following the Dave Ramsey plan, I'm back on baby step one. And I need to get my baby step one back to $1,000 as fast as possible. And then we work on paying off the credit card. And I need to update the balance on my credit card because it changed. Go take a look at that. Credit card, where are you? Okay, so credit card is 4,701 11 cents. So yeah, I have credit card debt, and surprisingly, my credit card debt is halfway to the debt I had before. Yeah, gotta work on that. Okay, so then to pay that off in 3 years or less, according to the advice of Gail Vaz-Loxley, I've still been watching a lot of Till Death Do Us Part because it's popping up online. Um, and that's why my budget changed a little to reflect the Canadian advice from Gail Vaz-Loxley and the advice from the bankruptcy trustee that I hired to file a consumer proposal that does include my student loan. Because so going to college, I wanted to apply for the disability grants. And to apply for the disability grants, you still have to send in an application to OSAP, the Ontario Student Loan Program, Student Assistance Program. Um, and then they said there was a restriction on my file, but when I called them, they said they couldn't tell me what the restriction was. Now that I paid for fall tuition with cash, I used my savings to pay for fall tuition in the September budget. And in the chaos of my parents promising to pay for tuition, but they did not, I withdrew from my program. But because I paid with it with cash, there's no like minor penalty from the student loan office, and there's no hiccup from ODSP. And then my application is still sitting, the application is pending at the student loan office, thinking I can get the disability grants, but I don't because the restriction. Now, OSAP, student loan office people, they acknowledge the consumer proposal that I filed for 2005 student loan, that the restriction is on my file until August 2023 when I can reapply back the student loan or get the disability grants. But since everything we know from following the Dave Ramsey plan and just living a better intentional life with my money, we are, as in me, will be working to save to pay for college, and I need about $15,000 for my 3-year program. And I do not know if I'm going to take a 3-year program with the co-op or without the co-op. And I don't think I'm going to take the degree program because the degree program is $8,500 a year, while the diploma program is $4,500 a year. So, and the more I pay for college with my credit card and cash savings, the less hassle I have with Ontario Disability Support Program. Did you follow that? Because this is what we discovered over the course of time. Um, yeah, it's I know it's a lot, but this is as a person who's receiving ODSP and as a person who's working and disabled and would like to go to college, hoping college would give me opportunity and new perspective and challenges. It comes with a heavy financial cost, and I really want to get out of poverty. I really do. Legislative poverty stresses me out. So yeah, this is what we're doing. So yeah, credit card, savings, investing. So yeah, we're building back my emergency fund. Right now, the emergency fund is $50.20. We need to make sure that I max out my disability savings plan, which is this little corner in my budget. Let me zoom in over here. 200%. Oh, that's too big. What? No, actually, that's works. See, that works out well. Hold on. What does it look like? Should pop up any second now. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, so I haven't gone over the budget for November. So, but I'm letting you know what's happening with the disability savings plan of how my working while this, like, what does the government call it? Working age person with a disability does it. So I budgeted for the money coming in November is 450 is budgeted to go into registered disability savings plan. Then the income I make from webcam, um, I have to make a certain amount from webcam to go into the disability savings plan and also make sure that I'm able to afford groceries, my nails, some clothes, groceries, nails, clothes. Ooh, emergency fund, start the college savings fund again because there's zero in college savings for the month of November. And zoom out. Where is it? Zoom out. Back to 100. No, too small. Yeah, and I definitely need probably a stronger pair of glasses. Probably. I don't know. Wait, that's 125? Oh, you were doing 100. Okay. How about 115? Does 115 work? Okay, 115 is perfect. Okay. So for trying to figure what my eye, it's mostly my left eye. My left eye doesn't move as fast as my right one. That's what I've learned. At least it feels that way. The ophthalmologist said my eyes are normal and doesn't see that my eyes are showing symptoms of multiple sclerosis, which is good. But the twitching, muscle movement, nerve activity that I could feel, I think that's MS related. So yeah, and I can't see chat. Like we hear in chat, post in chat. I'm good. Like I'm went over my plan for the disability savings plan. Like my ODSP money came in on Friday. It should have come in on the 31st, but it came in early for some people. Not everybody has this on ODSP. Everybody on ODSP has a different file, and some are working, some are not working, some are married, some have children. Everyone's disability is different. It could be physical, mental, intellectual. There's like 5 different categories for a person to be disabled. Yeah. This is mine. This is what I know how to handle. I know how to handle my household and me, and that is what we're doing. So yeah, 450 goes into disability savings plan, and that is based off of I really have to start the November budget because now we're just this is still October. Yeah, October went really well. I mean, I have a lot of fixed expenses. I did a lot of savings. So I moved my emergency fund to the disability savings plan. That made me deposit 1650 into my disability savings plan, where now I have to deposit $1,850 in my disability savings plan to get the full $10,500 uh, disability savings bonds and grants from the government of Canada. And let me make a copy, duplicate, and then rename it for November. All right. Name this November. I have to change the color on that one because I usually, when I color my tabs, I color the November tab to the birthstone of November. It just makes it easier. I have to go search that later and figure out what that is. Then I change the date. So that way everything says November 30th. Um, these are paid for. Groceries for November is not. November deposits. Ooh, this changes. Oh, that's a plan. That's a deposit. This changes. This is 1850. So that's what goes in now. Okay, 1850. But 450 should go in. This could be so pretty when that happens. Oh, and change that. This is usually 1,000, but I think I made it 1,500. So I already did my budget in every dollar for November. So I'm just gonna transfer out the numbers that I planned for November in my spreadsheet. Um, and then I'll fix up this little tiny budget in my spreadsheet here is how I plan my ODSP, like my bare bones budget. Okay, so what comes in November? No, December. 6203. Don't know what that is. We don't know what my account balance is going to be. This is supposed to be December. I think December 9, we're getting a tax credit. Um, Groceries, we don't know. This, we don't know. That. Okay, so then that's the balance on my transportation card. You said you were going to put that there. You to put that there. Get my hair done. That sucks. Bare bones budget is not looking too good. Oh no. Yeah. All right. We'll make it work. We will make it work in November. See, okay, so I did my budget in November. So like housing is still $914.89 until February 1st. It goes up in February. I need more water. Okay, so February 1st my rent goes up. But for now my rent is still 914.89. Tenant insurance is still 18.58. That will go up. My tenant insurance people will probably let me know when it goes up again. $86 to goes to hydro. Sometimes it's a big credit on my hydro bill, and I will call them and get a refund. My internet is 135.54 until February. I called Bell for a promotion and they gave me one, so that's what that is. Cell phone is 50, not 50, 72.45. That is also on a promotion. Or my low, like, I switched from Chatter to Version Mobile and I asked for the most affordable plan. And surprisingly, that's what I got. It's $60 a month. Then the iPhone 11 is $4.95 a month. And here we are. It's only about like $30 more than my previous plan without leasing a phone. Groceries, we're keeping at $500 a month. The laundry and household category, I made it $66.11. Change that over here. Uh, Laundry, 66.11. Clothing, I made it 125. Grooming, I made it 125. Health and fitness. The thing about health and fitness, this should be when I get a Tinder membership. So we're saving up for the exercise bike. I'll probably get the Peloton app and some Next Fitness app. That's where the health and fitness will come in. But health and fitness is also my supplements because I take vitamin D and fish oils. So I need to make sure I buy more of that so I don't run out. Yeah. Um, Tuition and books. So tuition and books I put to zero. There's no like tuition and books and supplies. This line is act for when I'm actively in college. That can wait until September 2023 or January 2024. Um, okay, so this is 125. Did I change? Don't know what gifts are. November, 295.53. 295.53. Change this, change that. Change that. Change this. Okay. All right. So then why is there? Okay. Okay. So the bank account, the business bank account section, this is how I handle the profit first. So I've been reading the book Profit First, and we figured out based on reading the book and the bank account cash flow allocations of the book what each of my business accounts should have within a month. It makes my life super easy that way. If I just pre-plan everything and then when money comes in, the percentages go into the accounts and I'm done. So 50 is transportation, which was where? Transportation's 50. Okay, savings. So we wanted 500 in college. Um, Medical savings account, 125. Down payment. So yeah, I should need to get started on. I need to because I want to buy a condo, but it's not, I don't know when to start it yet. I just don't know when to start it yet. Okay, so 1500 is here, 1000 is there. So then these are, they're all 125? Okay, so then how come I'm over by 500 and not over S 500? Huh, hold on. Okay, um, groceries. I think it's here. I need to adjust those. Maybe. Unless you put this as 1,000. Can you still keep that as 1,000? I know, like the way I talk to myself and ask myself questions, and I typically already know the answer. Okay, so if I put, well, we need 18. What do we need for the, okay, so this is going in November, and it's 1,400. Um, it's not 1,500, it's 1,400. We're doing like exactly what needs to get done for the disability savings plan. And then we do 500 in college and 500 in emergency savings. Okay, there's my zero-based budget. So I have to change something over here. Make 1,000. It might be more. Thing with the, I want to track exact balance in every dollar. Oh, okay. All right, fine. We'll keep that there. Oh, I get why I moved it. I get why they're different. Yeah, so spreadsheet doesn't do the same formula calculations like it does in every dollar. So like I want to be able to track my balance of my emergency fund in every dollar. And to do that, you have to leave the plan section zero out, like zero planned, $0 planned. And then when you deposit money into your emergency fund, you have to add a transaction here so that it knows you added money and then it calculates your emergency fund balance like it did for October. I tested it out in October. Savings here. So like I left it at zero in October and then I entered each transaction and when I deposited money into the emergency fund. And then now it shows my emergency fund balance as $50.20 here, while it's a whole different, it doesn't like automatically add my 500 to my new balance in my spreadsheet. Yeah, it's, if you pay, like if you care about those things, yeah. The reason I keep the every dollar, it's on my phone. Anytime I go shopping, I would put the transaction into my phone and then I put the total amount in the the cell of the spreadsheet. And it just makes my life a little bit easier. And then my spreadsheet makes my pie charts. Like right now, the pie chart's already filled out for November because we already, like, I need to follow up on my rent. I paid the tenant insurance, the electric bill, the internet, my cell phone. Those are paid already. And then whenever I go grocery shopping, it'll be either if I go grocery shopping today or tomorrow, it'll be in October. But if I go grocery shopping in November, it'll be for November for the grocery section. a line item in my budget, and then that's it. The big goal is to do the disability savings plan. So we know 1450 is going in, no, 450 is going in soon, and I need 1850 by the end of the year. I plan 450 to happen on November 10th, I think. And then after the November 10th deposit goes in of $450, there's $1,400 left of the $4,800. And then once that's in the account and it's settled in the account, the government is going to put in their match up to $10,500. And then I have to track it on that section of my bank account to make sure it's there. And this is how we reach financial independence. Because and even that, my net worth calculating, it changed a little bit because of the market. I'm following the market, but I'm not following the market. Like when I get emailed my statement is ready, then I go check. But I'm not worried about it because I never had it before. Like savings and investing, that is super new for me. I've always had spending and debt repayment. Yeah. So now that there's a savings category and an investing category, that is super new territory. And then like the business bank account section where we're actually allocating my bank accounts to optimize the way I spend in my business and how my income comes in for the business, and then how we're making sure we're always paying the minimum payment on the credit card. Even that, totally new for me. Been on this journey since 2018 on the channel. I took FPU in summer of 2017. I paid off debt. I paid for college with cash. I rebuilt my credit where Capital One gave me a credit card for the fourth time. Yeah. So honestly, if you're watching this and you're like, I don't know if I can do that, yeah, you can. You have to, for me, it's all about the budget. The budget is the key to freedom. It's the number one key to freedom. You don't have to have all these fancy stuff in the budget. My budget used to be this little section here on pen and paper. I used to do this in a notebook on pen and paper, this whole section right here. That's it. I knew how much I was getting from ODSP. I kept a track of balance in my bank account. I kept track of my self-employment income. And then I would spend. And that was it. But now I can't just go and spend money. I have to make sure I'm saving money and investing for long-term future me, because age 65, disabled in the country of Canada, it's at risk right now because the governments are dragging their feet with the disability benefit that's coming out. That's supposed to be coming out, but they're dragging their feet making it. And the Ford government only raised ODSP by 5%, which for me, where's that little spreadsheet? I made a spreadsheet for almost everything where because when there's a spreadsheet for everything, for me, I don't feel anxiety around my money. It's gone. It's super, it's gone. So I know if my business magically makes $10,000 in a month, 500 goes to the profit first account, 5,000 is my take-home owner's pay, 1,500 goes into an account for taxes, and I should have blocked that out. 1,500 goes in for taxes. Then 2,500 is business operating expenses. And I typically operate my business from my credit card. So then that 2,500 will probably just go onto the credit card to manage the expenses of the business. Then there is another buffer account. I didn't update this section. I updated the other budget. Yeah, there's like a retained earnings account. And then there is I've added two extra buffer accounts in my savings accounts because I opened another bank account that has zero monthly fees and a high interest rate, which I'm really happy about. And also that particular bank account, their incoming wire transfer fee is only $10 per wire coming into that account. So I'm lowering my expenses in my business and I'm paying attention to my expenses on my personal household account. And um, this is it. The only thing I need to do is increase my income. Like that it like I've cut my budget so much. I have to increase my income. There's nothing else left. Like we we know the budget. We like I could squeeze it. It's squeezed, but I have to increase my income. Like and then increasing my income where my savings reach the savings target on time so I can retire with dignity and not be in legislative poverty when I'm age 65. I'm 37 in what, 3/4? Because my birthday is what, 90 days from now? Yeah, so I have a lot of work to do in a short period of time. And then I hear the market is down, so I should be buying all of my I should be like investing more in my accounts, like the whole thing. Point is, I need to increase my income to invest in my accounts. Then, yeah, the goal is to have $100,000 into my investment accounts, which is also on my spreadsheet. I did this, where is it? Down here. I made this interesting like chart, payment plan chart of if I put away $1,600 a month for 60 months, 5 years, that's 100,000. So to getting to 100,000 is actually not that bad. It's 1,600, or like the exact number is $1,666.67 a month for 5 years is your 100,000, which tells me I made this money already. I just didn't keep it because you've seen it. My ODSP is typically, what is it, 1,400 a month, 1,500 a month, depending on the month, depending on what's going on in the month. And then sometimes a little bit more because I got gifted money from mom, dad, or grandma. Yeah. So this is the indication I need to make more money. And I don't live on a lot of income. We see it month after month. I spent, wait, September's not a good month. Hold on. Yeah, I spent 1855 in August. What happened here? Something. So August and September, I clearly adjusted my budget, but I did not plan the extra money in the budget. I spent October, 3,308. I don't spend a whole heap of money. 1,101. It's July. 3,696. That's June. 2,762. I may buy my every dollar. It tracks all of the stuff for going, like, for the insights. I might do that. Is this here? Wait, is this really mine? Oh, hold on. All groups, spending. Okay, that's the spending. Oh, it gives you a free one. Oh, I didn't know that. I keep changing out my categories. Yeah. All right, this is helpful if it's accurate. 6 more. Okay, this is receipts for the past 12 months. But that can't be right. This is 12 months. I spent 1,500 on groceries. Spending all groups. Spending four walls. Spending housing. It saving housing. I keep changing my categories. That's why it might be accurate. It's just I keep changing. Some months I change up my categories. So in my budget, I don't keep the same categories all the time. Like I have spending and giving one time, and then I change it to savings and taxes another time. And if I click on all groups, all right, maybe I'll switch to not every dollar to you need a budget. Maybe. I don't know. Just some of my stats, it'd be nice to see exactly what they are. But the whole point of me doing my budget sheet, like I just do a budget sheet and I don't track the whole year at a glance, is to keep it personal. So maybe I'll leave it the way it is. Maybe this is like these insights is plenty of information. Anything more is just none of your business. Yeah, I think just keep the way I'll keep it the way it is, or I'll make my own version of it next year, maybe or not. It's it's just what it is. So yeah, I've been going on for like an hour. The budget for November is finished. Yeah, the big goal of we talked about ODSP error. I have to track down my rent. Yeah, so I figured out for my emergency fund, like my minimum amount in my emergency fund should be for 6 months, $7,368 because the base amount for a single person, no children receiving ODSP is $1,228. So if I have that in my savings account for 6 month worth, then I have 6 months worth of ODSP. And I was trying to compare it to if I was on Ontario Works, it would be $733 times 6, but I'm not on it, so I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, I have focus on my, yeah, RDSP, Registered Disability Savings Plan, minimum payments on the credit card, rebuild my emergency fund. Once my emergency fund is at $1,000 or $1,200, then I also start saving for college in November. I do. I need to put like $100 or $300 in my savings for college because I need college. College needs to be about $10,000 or 1,500. I mean 15,000. Yeah, college needs to be 15,000. I need college at 15,000. I need my emergency fund. Need to do the 1,850. And then my credit card. I think if I keep throwing like $200 on my credit card, it'll be fine. They'll be happy. Plus the minimum payment. Because I'm still paying for stuff on my business on my credit card. I have one more payment for my coaching. That I bought business coaching the last quarter of the year. And there's business expenses that start in January. I need to make sure my card is ready to handle that transaction. Well, yeah, this is what happens when you do the budget. You have like you know what you need to do for the month, and then what is an emergency really is something that's unexpected. So like when ODSP put my file on hold, that is super unexpected. But because I was proactive about it, I called my ODSP office. They told me my file is not on hold. Then my payment from ODSP showed up in my account. I have to call ODSP to make sure that my rent got paid to my landlord, like actually to my landlord, because we learned in January they did not do that. They did something else. But I had my rent paid a month in advance in January, so I'm gonna work on that as well. Is that on my goals for the month? No. Pay rent a month. Uh, Pay rent one more month ahead. There we go. So I have to pay rent 1 month ahead, before the new year, just to cover my butt with ODSP. That. Um, what else is there? Wait. I'll rearrange all my little images. Yeah, this is the new amount coming in for November. There's a tax credit coming in, but that's going to go into the disability savings plan, which is October. Yeah, that's it. I'm just picking at straws in my budget right now, but there's really nothing much more. If you want a copy of this budget, I need to upload this particular one in the Ko-Fi store. The older version is in the Ko-Fi store right now that you can get. If you get it, it supports the channel. It shows that you're involved in the content I'm producing, and I'll see you on the next one. Smooches.